Hey, it's Russ from right here on the Infectious Groove Music YouTube channel. And normally with this topic, you would expect to see or hear Lauren from the Weird Al podcast. But I thought it would be fun if I took a Weird Al topic for once. And I would be surprised if Lauren doesn't follow up with a video just like this with her own picks. But the thing with me being a Weird Al fan since either 1982, 83, somewhere around there, is I love the parodies just like everybody else. I love Smells Like Nirvana and White and Nerdy and everything, but the dude has a lot of great original songs that I don't think get anywhere near the love that they should. So I thought I would do a video on 5 great original songs by Weird Al. The first one on my list, and I think this, for whatever reason, this is the first one that always pops into my head, is from the Even Worse record, which is known mostly for Fat. The song directly after that, Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. I've said this over and over, and if you listen to the Weird Al podcast, I've said it on there before, which if you're watching this video and you haven't listened to the Weird Al podcast, you should. The links are in the description. But I've said this over and over. If you take a song like Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White and put anybody's name on it but Weird Al at the time that it came out, like in the late 80s, that it would have been a hit for anybody else. And it's something that doesn't even get discussed at all, or even most people that know Weird Al's music have never even heard the song. The next one is what I call a style parody or a pastiche, like one that is it's still an original song, but it's absolutely meant to mimic the sound of another artist. And with this one, the artist's name is the name of the song, and that's the song Bob from the album Poodle Hat. If you're a Bob Dylan fan at all, then as soon as the song starts, you will be like, oh yeah, he's doing nearly everything Bob Dylan ever did. But there's an incredible amount of clever lyrics happening in the song. And I almost feel like it's a spoiler to say what the big joke is in the song. But really, really, really pay attention to the lyrics and actually Google them maybe and see if you notice anything about the way that the lyrics are written, of every single word in the song. The next one that I would give you, I feel like is at least a style parody, if not a direct parody of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Weird Al has an original song from Running with Scissors that's a ska parody, and to me it sounds exactly like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. But he's got a song called Your Horoscope for Today. And again, I don't feel like when Weird Al does these originals that sound like other genres or artists, I don't think it's meant as disrespect, like, oh, look how simple it is, what they do. But just in these first 3 songs, I've got songs that I don't think most people have ever heard by Weird Al that range from hard 80s rock style to singer-songwriter Bob Dylan style to this late 80s all the way through until now, I guess, ska style, and it's perfect. Like if you like ska music, this is a great ska song that just happens to be Weird Al performing it instead of the Boss Tones or anybody else that you might love from the genre. The next one is another song that I am convinced I don't think you'd have to change anything about this song except for maybe to take the name Weird Al Yankovic off of it. If you released it as a single, the song UHF would be a huge hit for anybody else. Now, this one is the only one on my list that's that I feel is like similar to anything else. It's very much in a late 80s rock style, so it is similar in a way to Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. Except for me, again, I feel like all you would have to do is you wouldn't even have to replace Weird Al's voice. Just put someone else's name on this and release this as a single, and I'm convinced that it would be a hit for anyone else. So that's why this topic of, Weird Al's original songs is important to me, because the dude's got so much great music that I think a lot of people don't listen to because of the name that's on the front. The last one that I'm going to round this out with is kind of a bummer for me, because this is one of my all-time favorite Weird Al originals. It might even be my favorite original. And from what I understand, what I've seen right here on YouTube is Weird Al himself doesn't even like this song, which is such a bummer for me. But in the 60s, in the 50s to some extent, and in the 60s, there was a style of music like a hand jive that was real big. And so Weird Al has a original that, again, is done different than the entire other suggestions that I've had on here. But he's got one that's like sounds like a 60s hand jive type song, but it's called Party at the Leper Colony. And again, this is one where if you don't listen to the lyrics real close, like it's just a good party style hand jive song. But then if you listen to the lyrics, the entire song is incredibly funny puns about if you were at a party at the leper colony. I'll leave it at that and let you take a look at the lyrics. But like I said at the top of the video, you were probably expecting to see Lauren in this one. If you don't know who Lauren is and you watch our channel and you haven't listened to her podcast, the Beard Owl podcast, you definitely should. And I'm sure she will follow up with a video similar to this sooner than later. Drop a like on the video. Maybe share this around to Weird Al groups or other music groups on Facebook. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think of these songs and what are some of your favorite original Weird Al songs. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.